I can't pull it out of Amazon.
Hey, what's up, you guys? How's it going?
How you doing,
What's
Chris?
up?
How's it going, Lucy? Nice to see you.
Hey, I just put my little one to sleep. Thank
Uh,
God she fell asleep. I thought it was gonna be late. It should be nice and quiet now. No background noise.
yeah, my kids are still awake, but yeah, yeah, it's a little bit later where you're at. So, uh, anyways, wanted to do this pop-up hangout. It's been on my mind for a couple days about bundles, and I'm so glad you guys got Bia on here too. Cause hey, how's it going? she
That's
uh
what I was gonna say. You talked the bundle
she
feminine is showing up.
yeah, she's grilled me a few times about making bundles and stuff. So I mean, it's very inspiring if you haven't heard her talking about making bundles and stuff. But John, you were talking about it today on the on Facebook about I was talking about I'm starting to have a little bit more time at home in between shipments and stuff. So I'm honestly thinking about items that I scan that don't show any available. Maybe start making listings for them. That's somebody made listings for those other items that we're scanning. So maybe it's money that I'm missing out on. I have enough time. I have enough time now that I'm not so busy that I can't make listings. So it's something productive that I've been thinking about starting to do. Bia, you make a lot of listings, don't you?
Let me unmute myself. Hi guys, good to see you.
Yeah.
Hi. Yeah, I make a lot of listings myself. I'm primarily in clothing and shoes, and I like to bundle those together as well, especially for children. Um, it's if you know how to make a listing. I mean, I make mine because I have parent-child variation, so I make mine with Sorry, I'm taking care of stickers. I just got home. I make mine in using flat files, so I can pretty much, if I go and I buy, I don't know, let's use Superman onesies for babies, and I get the socks that go with it, and maybe I find like I don't know, a hat or something. Taking the pictures is fairly easy. You just lay it out, flat. Especially, I mean, if you're on a budget. I used I don't have one right now, but the dollar store has those cardboard boxes or the cardboard just backdrops, either in black or in white, and I burn the background in photo fuse or something like that. So that goes really quick. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, something like that. Yeah, I use that. It's super cheap and very efficient, especially if you do it outside and you have some, sunlight. It doesn't take a whole lot to take a decent picture. I don't have like fancy camera equipment or something like that. I use my phone and I use like dollar store backdrops. So it takes a little bit of messing around with PhotoFuse or Clip and Magic is one that I like to use as well. Just when you take the pictures, make sure that you don't lay it all on top of each other. Make sure that you take a good picture and of everything that's involved, but don't like layer it on top of each other. Make sure everything is nicely, you can see it nice and clear. And then I'm not sure. I mean, obviously you have to be ungated to do that.
Yeah.
In my categories that I work with, but I use flat files for clothing just because it's easier, and I mean, you kind of have to. If you have different variations, colors, and sizes, that's what you're going to have to use to create your listings. But if you have, like, I don't know, like back-to-school bundles or something like that with, I don't know, activity cards or books or, crayons, you can definitely, and that's a good way to get rid of your competition. Go to 2 different stores that are not necessarily Walmart and Target, and you're going to be able to find some decent stuff that not everybody's going to be able to find.
Yeah, I was watching some videos on it last night. Like, I've never made a listing on my own, but like when you're
It's
listing it,
totally not hard.
yeah. Well, like when you're listing it, say you get two things that are, let's just say Mickey Mouse. Um, when you're making that listing and it asks who's the maker of it, do you just put like combined uh, people, or do you put Disney? Or I mean,
Well, it depends on what the brand is. If you have everything, well, if you don't have, let's say, you have a, I don't know, back to school bundle, and I'm totally not soliciting or anything like that, but I actually took a bundle course, Catherine's bundle course. It taught me everything that I know about bundling, and I mean, it's, I started off just doing like small stuff, like doing like a book here and crayons there, and like small things, and then going into gardening bundles and that kind of stuff. And now I'm just basically doing clothes and shoes. But if you really want to like learn exactly how to do it without messing around and trying to figure out and getting in trouble, or getting listings pulled or suspended or whatever, that's what I would recommend, because that's how I learned. And from what I learned is, if every single item that is included in my bundle is the same brand, like Disney, for example, yes, I would say that the brand is Disney. But if it's only one piece that is Disney and the rest is like dollar store stuff, I wouldn't, because you're basically, you're giving off the vibe as of everything is the Disney brand, and if it's not, then you might get trouble. So I wouldn't.
so do you just put like mixed brands or something like that? You put that in as the title of it, or what?
Yeah. No, well, basically, my titles are a bit different. When you start off, it's like I try to name, like I try to target like a specific, I don't know, with like back to school, when you look into like, I don't know, My Little Pony, like I would target it towards My Little Pony back to school bundle. Or if it's not My Little Pony, I don't know, name it Rainbow or something, colorful or something that kind of compensates that it's not necessarily My Little Pony brand.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because I mean, everyone knows we got Halloween coming up, so I mean, that's what I'm trying to look into is Halloween stuff, and then also doing some grocery bundles.
See, I don't do any grocery bundles. Well, you gotta be careful with grocery bundles, because a multi-pack's not a bundle.
Yeah, no, I mean like I was saying, like some popcorn kernels with some popcorn seasoning and some popcorn oil. Put that
That's
together.
pretty cool. That's awesome.
Something like that. I'm just trying to figure out things like that to put together, and then like when I'm making the listing, put, I guess, on that as well, combine brands or something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you. I didn't know that you wanted to look into that. I'm gonna send you one of my bundles on the links, but I'm not gonna put it public.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm gonna send it to you in private chat, and then maybe you can, like, when you upload it, you can, I don't know, put a description on it or something.
Yeah.
Put it on there. I'll show you exactly how I do mine. But it's I mean, what you're trying to do is you try to be as clear as possible. So if you have, if your bundle includes 7 items, that you say it's a back to school bundle, it includes 7 items. Put it like that, 7 items. It's a backpack, it's a bookcase, it's a, I don't know, it has pencils, it has a whatever, a pencil sharpener, that kind of stuff. And just basically list everything that is included in your bundle, as you're supposed to.
Yeah. Okay, that's.
How about baking stuff?
About what?
Baking items.
Baking?
What would you target, like wording?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't do groceries. I don't even. I sold fortune cookies a while ago, and that was probably, I think, the only grocery items I really only did, and that was not a multi-pack or not a bundle. I'm not messing with grocery whatsoever. It's too much of a hassle with all the new updates and stuff and the ingredients and all that kind of, no thanks.
Okay.
I don't do that. But I mean, if you wanted to list, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously you have to list it under the grocery category, even if you have like, I don't know, some baking sheets or something with it. But I mean, if you look at it, if you because I have no idea, I've never done one. Let's just look at it. Give me one sec.
Yeah, I mean that's something I've been thinking about too. Like, a lot of stuff that I'm scanning in the store, like groceries. A lot of that stuff's not listed. I mean, it wouldn't take you but 10 minutes to make a good listing for it and pop it on the internet, maybe get some sales.
I don't want to put anybody's listing on the spot, so I'm not gonna just like, because I don't know if that's okay, or if it's somebody in, one of the bundle groups or something like that, so I'm not gonna do that. But so far from what I see in groceries, they basically name exactly what products they put in there, what it comes with. Like, product 1 is the coconut oil, or the coconut, I don't know, pancake mix comes with the coconut oil and with a grocery bag, and then it calls it a breakfast bundle, and it says it consists of 3 items. Basically, that's all that it says. So if you are not 100% familiar or not sure how to exactly name it, or how to, I don't know, brand something, I would literally just go on Amazon and be like, okay, popcorn bundle. Just look for it and see, what do other people do, and then maybe take a look at the, at Amazon's policy as well, just to make sure that you're not, listing something, or you're not listing it 100% correct, or you're making, I don't know, mistakes. You're soliciting, or you're not soliciting, but you're promising something that, like as I said with the Disney, if you have 5 items and only one's Disney, don't put, Disney as your first, brand, and basically just kind of pretend that everything else is Disney as well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that, but
So on the not multi packs, like I guess it's called a multi pack. But see, a lot of things that you scan. I know you said you don't do groceries much, but a lot of grocery stuff that you scan, it'll say pack of 3 or whatever, pack of 6. Making something like that. I mean, what
I don't think that you're supposed to. Last thing I heard from like the groups and stuff is that you're not actually supposed to make grocery or create multi-packs unless you're the manufacturer. Now, I don't know if grocery is like as an exception, but from what I understand, you're not supposed to do it. People still list under it, and I don't think that anybody has gotten in trouble yet for it. But for me personally, I'm not going to mess with it, so I just leave it alone. My account is too important. I don't want to mess with. I don't know. Maybe Sean Mayo would be a great person to ask, because I know he does a bunch of groceries, so I'm sure he knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I've heard is that if the manufacturer bundles, you can buy a manufacturer's bundle in 3, then you can bundle in 3. You can't bundle in 4 if the manufacturer doesn't bundle in 4. That's what I've heard. Whatever type of bundle that the manufacturer has, then you can duplicate that, but you can't create a new one.
Yeah, I don't mess with multi-packs like that. I try to play by the rules, and I try to do things the way that Amazon wants people to do things. Yeah. So I really just don't want to get in trouble with anybody and, jeopardize my account or something.
Yeah, I mean that's another reason I just want to talk tonight, because that's stuff I wanted to get into, and if that's something that's gonna get me in trouble, I'm glad we all can discuss that. John, you say you sell a lot of multi packs?
I've been piggybacking them all since the beginning. Nobody's ever said a word.
Yeah, I don't think that they do. I don't think they I haven't heard of anybody actually getting in trouble for multi-packing, but I can tell you this much: I'm I'm convinced that the reason that grocery and beauty and health and personal care is not the same as it used to be anymore is because of multi-packs. Because once they started, the day that they started, I do a lot of ungating, so once they and I used to do grocery and beauty and health and personal care a lot. And the day that I first heard that they had changed something in the process was the day that people started saying they got a notification from Amazon stating that they're not supposed to, they can sell out of whatever inventory they have, but they're not allowed to replenish that inventory. And I reached out to every single one of those sellers and asked them, hey, by any chance, was that product that you got a notification on or quality alert or something like that, was that a multi-pack? And every single one of them came back saying yes. So I'm sure that because people multi-pack, I don't know, I mean, there's things like I saw when I was on gating, I saw 7.5 Kit Kats. Like, how on earth do you multi-pack half a Kit Kat? Makes no sense. Like, you know, like if we all could play by the rules and everybody would just do what's, you know, go ahead and multi-pack, but I don't know how you multi-pack half a Kit Kat. Like, literally, like, I swear, there was 7.5 Kit Kats. And I'm like, who even wants to buy 7.5 Kit Kats? Like, it makes no sense. And then you break the seal and it's open, so it's used, so you can't, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But, like, whatever floats your boat, I guess. So, I mean, as long as it makes sense, you know, I can see why. But there's just some stuff on there that just makes absolutely no sense. That was funny.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, look at that.
Who else we have here? David? Hey, David, what's up, man?
Hello.
Looks like his picture looks like he's cooking up something good.
That's not good.
Mike, what's up, buddy?
What's up? Sorry, I had to close my windows.
No, you're good. So, I mean, what do you think about all this talk about, you know, making bundles and stuff? I mean, has it got your mind going some more about it, or?
Yeah, I mean, I've done bundles before, but nothing. You know, I tried to. They're a lot of work. But I followed Catherine a lot, you know, since the beginning, so he's actually been an inspiration for us as far as bundles go. You guys talk about that already, Catherine?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, I think Bia, you said you took Catherine's class, yeah. And
Yeah, but I'm gonna probably get into it more now that we're you know, private labeling now and stuff like that. So we're actually gonna be getting into the bundling.
okay. Oh.
Well, my big question for B is how do you get the bundles on the radar?
You create a strong listing. You have when you list your product, you have kind of like the same with, you know, with eBay or something. You have certain keywords, certain search engine optimization options that you can use. There's a target audience that you can use. There's specific groups that you can target. There's if you your bullet points. If you have, like, for me, for example, if I would bundle a pair of swim shorts with a rash guard, that usually doesn't come together. If I go in and I put as my keywords imported and, I don't know, synthetic shoes, that's something nobody searches for. But if you what kind of sole is it? Why is this such a great? And what I use, especially for shoes, is Zappos. I think I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's here, I'm gonna put it in the chat, and then maybe one of you guys knows how to say that. If you wanna go for really good strong keywords, my advice is to either use something like, I don't know, Google AdWords. They have great keywords, and they go by what other people search and what people are looking for on the internet. Or if you already have a product that is already on Amazon, but you want to improve the listing because you think the keywords are crap, which a lot of times that's just what it is, because they have imported and, I don't know, man-made soul and that kind of stuff. Like, nobody gives a crap about that. Nobody cares. They want to know what is so great about that product. So go to a page that spends a crazy amount of money doing research and then copy what they do. Like, certain tube like Foot Locker. How do they make their descriptions? What do they use as their bullet points, and why do they use it? Maybe something being imported is a great thing, but why is it a great thing? So I like to, basically just Google my product and just look what other people say about it, what the results are, what do they say is really good about it, what do they like? If they're like somebody, I had a product that had it was like a graphic design on it, but it was like, I don't know, it looked like it was glued on basically, because it had like a bunch of sequins and stuff, and everybody was saying that they're so surprised that those don't come off washing. So I was like, oh, that's a good thing. Like, I mean, if you have a little girl and she wears that a lot and you have to wash it like 3-4 times a week, if people are saying that that's a good thing, I'll just use that and put it in my keywords. And it's just that kind of stuff. Just look what your people, your target audience, what they say about that product. And what companies that spend a lot of money, on market research and keywording and all that kind of stuff, use what they're using. I mean, why not, profit from all the money that they spend?
Yeah, I mean, like with my day job, I work at a car rental company, and one of the main things we do is when we're trying to like upsell something or sell something to somebody, main thing we do is we give 2 features about the vehicle and 2 benefits about the vehicle.
One sec.
Yeah, I think that's something that we could do when we're making a listing,
Well, definitely. I mean, for me personally, I don't want to make a listing just for a 2 pair of shorts. Like, I want to make a listing for something that I know, okay, I want to buy maybe 5 or 10 for now and just kind of figure out, how I can market that. I mean, Pinterest is a great thing to use. Mommy sale groups is a great thing. Like, just drop your link in there every once in a while for sale, something. Don't spam them, obviously, but I mean, there's so many buy and sell Facebook pages that allow links from somewhere else. Twitter is a great marketing tool. A Facebook business page is a great marketing tool. You can run paid ads. It works amazing. I do a lot of paid ads. I do paid ads on Pinterest, on Twitter, on Google AdWords, on Facebook, everywhere. It works great. But you got to have a strong listing, and you really only get a strong listing, in my opinion, if you really sit down and you invest a little bit of time into creating your listing. You do some research on it. What do people say about it? What do other companies say about it? How do they market it? And then just kind of do what they're doing. All you have to do is really, and this is what I've noticed with Amazon for me personally, I can go out and I can spend all the money that I have in one day just buying products to resell. And then when I come home, I look at the product listing and I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like, it's just the keywords are bad. The description is like, thank you for shopping on Amazon. Like no. If you spend some time and redo the listing, even if something is already listed and it doesn't really have a good sales rank or something, but you can get it for super cheap. Like, if I can get something for $5 and I can sell it for $50, I'll get it. And I'll vamp up the listing, and if it doesn't sell, I'll pull it over and send it to, I don't know, eBay or something. But I'll try. And there's so much you can do with keywording and just a good description and a good title. And really just tell the person, what am I buying and why am I buying this? Spend the time that other people are not spending doing it so you can get the sales.
Okay, I just want to read something off of Amazon regarding the multi-packs. It says for most products listed on Amazon.com, a multi-pack listing is only allowed for a manufacturer-created pack with its own unique UPC. You must enter an item package quantity, an IPQ, for these products. So, as long as it meets the manufacturer's product, the same thing that the manufacturer is selling, there should not be a problem with that multi-pack. It's when you go away from what the manufacturer creates can lead to a problem. That's my take. But I just wanted to read that to confirm what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought there was a big discussion. I mean, there still is a big discussion about that particular issue, and I thought that I had read that. So, but I stay away from creating multi-packs, or just, I don't know, piggybacking off of it, unless there's like, I don't know, crazy good deal, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna take that risk. But I mean, that's, that's the one thing that you got to figure out for yourself.
Yeah, because I used to sell this one particular product that was actually a multi-pack from the manufacturer, but I couldn't find it anymore, so I had to send in multi-packs of the same one so I wouldn't run out of stock until I got some more in, and they just kept selling like hotcakes. But yeah, I understand what you're saying. Each person has to follow what they think is the best thing to do for them.
Yeah, I agree. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, if you're questioning it too much, maybe you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, because I'm finally about to take that plunge and get me a thermal printer, and that's why.
Awesome.
I mean, that's why I'm asking about this stuff, because I do want to start creating stuff. Not everything's listed, and I think that there's more money to be made with items that haven't been listed yet, because I mean, nobody's bought them on Amazon yet.
Yep.
So.
Well, the problem with creating listings is that, well, depending on what it is, obviously,
Yeah.
If you have like, especially in clothing, it is, once you get the flat files down, it really is very much doable. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take, because it's basically an automated process that you just keep doing over and over and over again, and you just swap out titles and quantities and whatnot. So, but I like it. I can go, like, seriously, I go, and one of my best items is a Walmart thing. I pay $2.99 at Walmart for it. It's a clothing item. I pay $2.99 at Walmart for it, and I sell it almost every day for $24.99. Like, it's not even like a bundle. It's just a clothing item. Like, I guarantee you, each and every single one of us walks by that thing every single time you're in Walmart. But just people just don't think about looking at it, and if they do, when you scan clothing, shoes, luggage, that kind of stuff, not everything is going to come up. The way that you source in those gated categories is a little bit different than sourcing a toy or something like that, because if you happen to scan a size 11 and a size 11 is currently out of stock, or it's never been sold on Amazon, but a size 10 is, it's likely that your item is not going to come up for you to scan. It's not scannable. So just because one size is not there doesn't mean the other sizes are not. But it's just such a different way of scanning, and people that just get into it, you got to figure it. I mean, there's definitely a learning curve. So you got to figure it out, and just kind of trial and error, and just I mean, we've all been there. We all at one point started doing something new, and just stick with it and continue to do it, and then ask questions, and you're going to get better at it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. You got these hot toy items and stuff like that, and TV shows. I mean, they have clothing with the same characters on it. I mean, that's just as popular as a toy is. So that's just my mind's just been going for the last couple days straight. Like, there has to be more than just scanning and doing that. I mean, and me, I actually enjoy making lists. Like when I was selling on eBay, I loved making listings. I know it's kind of odd, but like I enjoyed once it was done and it was on the internet. I made that. It's a good feeling, and especially if these things aren't listed online. Like you said, I can go buy 5 of these things, especially if they're on clearance for $2 a piece. Sell them for $15 a piece. I mean, that's a killing.
Sorry, I muted myself. My dogs tend to go to the door and bark, so I try to mute it whenever they're going crazy.
Yeah.
I want to have you guys hear a whole bunch. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I mean, if you I don't know the last time that I actually went and scanned a toy. I mean, I don't even mess with that anymore. It's just there's so much competition. There's so many people that do the same thing, and I can list in all the other categories. So why would I go and scan toys when I can, I don't know, put a pair of socks and a pair of onesies together and call it I don't know, Dora the Explorer bundle. I don't know, add a hat or something, or a little bracelet to it, whatever, something that goes with it, and just make it unique, make it your own, and prevent people from jumping on it. And especially, one cool thing is if you can wholesale, like you have a bundle and you wholesale one of the pieces from like a source, because not everybody is into wholesale, not everybody knows how to wholesale, so that makes it even harder to jump on it and stuff.
So I mean, with you selling clothing, I mean, you see a lot of sales in that category, or?
It's my best category.
See, Derek, John, Mike, Fade, you guys selling clothing?
Yeah, I'm selling clothing. I'm
Selling
every
clothing?
category, basically.
Yeah, I just got ungated in clothing.
Whoop!
I sell. It's not clothing though. It's in that category, but I sell in that category. Yeah.
So, like, I was gonna ask you guys, like, stuff that when you're looking for clothing, is it stuff that you're scanning that you're listing, or is it stuff that you're making a listing for?
My items, I had to make a listing for it, but it's good, But as far as like clothing, yeah, no, that's above my pay grade. I don't do that. The thing I am selling was an easy listing to make, but all the variations and stuff when it comes to clothing is just crazy.
I actually make no listings. I hate making listings.
So, I think Derek, you do clothing from OA, right?
A lot of it is OA, but I find socks and different types of active shirts at Marshalls.
And what you just scan them and they're pulling up?
At Marshalls and TJ Maxx and Myers, yeah, the socks. A lot of the socks come up. A lot of the Under Armours come up. I don't like creating listings, so if it doesn't come up, I don't pick it up.
Do you see a lot of action with that with your sales?
Yeah, so Under Armours are kind of like the Lego of clothes to me. They sell like as soon as they hit the warehouse.
They sell for me very well too.
So people who don't want to make the listings or spend that time, just mainly look for name brand clothing.
I mean, you can totally do that. You can totally make be balling over there, just going off stuff that you scan. There is stuff that comes up. You just gotta scan.
Yeah. Because I went to Marshalls and I found I was in there for about 30 minutes scanning and I only found mainly socks and some underwear.
Well, the next time that you go, try not to necessarily scan a barcode, but grab, I don't know, let's go with something that everybody, I don't know, we all know it's on Amazon. A Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, right?
Yeah.
Regardless of what gender, what size, doesn't matter. Just grab one Ralph Lauren shirt. You scan it, chances are it doesn't come up. If it doesn't come up, try putting the article number in the search bar. If that doesn't come up, just search for Polo Ralph Lauren size, I don't know, XL men's, and put the color in. And if that doesn't come up, just search for the polo shirt, Polo Ralph Lauren polo shirt, and then just scroll through. A lot of times it doesn't come up, but you can still find it by going either with the article number or the serial number or I don't know, just manually typing it in. That's how a lot of times I find my stuff. Scan Power is really good about pulling up variation listings, but with the regular Amazon seller app, it's a little harder to do. At least in my experience.
Yeah, the scanner, I use Scoutify, so I haven't, I don't know if it has the same type of stuff that I can pull up like Scan Power or not.
I couldn't tell, I don't use it.
Yeah.
Scoutify, yeah, I type stuff in Scoutify a lot of times, and it does the same thing.
Okay. So if I'm standing in Marshalls or something like that, just if I'm scanning an item that's not pulling up, just maybe type in Adidas sportswear extra large or something like that, and see what comes up, and then look around the shelves and see if they have it, or is that what you guys are saying?
No, I'm not looking around to shelves. I basically pick an item that I know. I mean, that's something that I just use Ralph Lauren because it's a pretty safe bet that there is a navy blue polo shirt with a red embroidered polo logo on its chest. It's a pretty safe bet that there's something like that somewhere on Amazon. I'm just gonna assume that there is, and I know that there is because I use it for ungating a lot. So, but it doesn't come up when you scan it. Like today, I had a white polo shirt with a pink pony on it, and I knew I had seen it on there as one of the variations, but it didn't come up, and I scanned it, it didn't come up. So I just typed it in. I was like, white polo, pink pony, and then it came up, and it came up in like a ridiculous size. It was like some extra small, something crazy, and I was like, oh, okay, I see. It's just a matter of trying to, I don't know, looking around a little bit for it, just digging a bit deeper. Kind of like the same as with like when you go to like, I don't know, book sales. I don't know if you guys do books. I like to do books because they're easy. They're easy to store, easy to ship, easy to just get out and stuff, and you don't really have to do a whole lot. You just have to take the sticker off and then you're good. It's basically the same example when your book doesn't have a scannable ISBN on the back. It's like, I don't know, it's that old that you have to actually open the book up physically and go like try to figure out where the ISBN number is and then typing it in. Some people don't do that because they're like, ugh, it's too much of a hassle. For me, I'm like, oh well, I'll just go that extra, I don't know, do that extra 20 seconds and find that and scan it, and if it comes up, great. Chances are not as many people found it because they're too lazy to look for it, which is good for me. So yeah, I don't mind doing that extra step, and I find quite a lot of books that are actually doing well just because I type in that stupid ISBN number and I find it, and there's like no sellers or only like one other seller. So
yeah, I think Lucy, you just posted that picture of your book sold.
I saw it. So awesome.
God.
Yeah, the book that my husband found in a carrier bag. He brought, like, there was a lot of different stuff in there, like clothes, a keyboard, Apple keyboard, and that book was in there too, and some kind of drawing, like paint. It was black, brand new. I sold that on eBay, and I sold that book tonight. I was surprised.
Yeah, I was like, $100 for a book. I thought only people spent that money on the online arbitrage book.
Yeah, the college book, I guess that you can get it cheap that way. That book goes for about 175.
Yeah. God. Yeah, I don't know. Books make me mad 'cause I don't know. I scan like 100 of them, and they're all worth, a penny each or whatever it says. It pulls up. Then you find one book, but you know, you've wasted 20 minutes looking for books, and you only find one. I don't know. That's just something that I've got to personally get more experience with looking for books. I know James. I mean, he can look at a book and he says he doesn't scan anything. He just gets a book and knows what it's worth. That's that's awesome.
Yeah. Books are cool. I like books, and we have well, now that we're still on summer break here. I know some people already went back to school, but we're still on break.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
my Noel has my son. He's 8, so he knows. I mean, he knows to look for the clearance stuff. And usually, when like we do certain like different type of trips. Like today, for example, we did only retail arbitrage. Sometimes we're just like, you know what, let's just go and do nothing but thrifting all day long because I just feel like it. Sometimes I'm, sitting at home and just doing online arbitrage or just, I don't know, getting wholesale or whatever. But for the most part, when I take him, he knows what to look for, and he has his little scale. Like he gets the iPad. What? 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love when the kids go with you. I mean, they get almost as into it as adults, if not more. My wife can vouch for that, right? You can unmute yourself. She's finally joining our video call. Yeah, I mean it's fun when you can make it a family thing.
Yeah, my little one is every single day she asks me, "Are we gonna go shopping? Are we gonna go shopping for your business? Let's sell on Amazon." She's cute.
So as times pass by, Lucy, now how does your husband feel towards his business?
I don't know. He's not into it. He's just not into it.
That's okay. You get to keep all the money then.
Oh yeah, I'm not jealous. I put it all towards the business. I don't spend it on anything yet. Um, we'll just see when he sees me bringing in the thousands a day or a week.
Yeah.
I'm tired of showing him my numbers. I'm gonna wait until I have a huge, big ass number to show him.
I mean, you're doing pretty good.
We're gonna do awesome.
Yeah, we gotta get us a shipment sent out. I mean, we shipped that one out on Monday, 55 items, but like I checked out our inventory today. I'm down to 170 items. That's that's low.
Yeah, it is.
So I guess we haven't been shipping out fast enough. Waiting on disbursements and stuff like that. Uh, and I think that's what hurt us a lot last month is, we were shipping out, like, we'd get our disbursement, and then 2 days later, all that money's gone, and you ship it off, and then, you can't do anything for 2 weeks. So,
I'm spending my money slowly. Like I don't, because I did that a couple of times when I first got paid, and it's like I was buying everything that I saw, and
yeah,
towards like the second week, because you get paid every 2 weeks. The second week, it's like there was good things to buy that would make you money, and I would run out of money. I would not have money to buy. So I'm just spending it slowly. I'm not spending it all at once. And it's kind of helping me out sending in inventory, I don't know, 2 times a week.
yeah, we're trying to get back into, looking at thrift stores, Goodwill and all that stuff. Uh, I mean, it's the last shipment I posted. You know what it was. I think the last shipment we sent off, we spent I think it was $136. It said, and you know the value of it was $853, and profit was like $360 or something like that. You know,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I want to get back into.
Mhm. How about board games? Like, are you guys buying like puzzles, board games from the thrift stores?
Yeah, I mean puzzles. I mean the shipment before this last one, I bought three puzzles. They were 2,000 piece puzzles that they had at Goodwill for $4.99 a piece. And like one was like the Lord's Supper, and then another one was like the Castle in Moscow, or whatever it is. And I mean I shipped them in, and they sold for $22 a piece.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Were they used or new?
no, I mean that's one thing I was worried about because it was taped up like it was new, like it was brand new. But you know, I shook it. Usually puzzles are in a bag when you buy them. You know, like the pieces inside the box,
Mhm.
and it kind of sounded like they were scattered around. But I mean, I haven't had any complaints in it. Like it was tape. It looked like it was the manufacturer's tape on it, but it was a big box, so it wasn't sealed. But I mean, they sold, and I haven't had any complaints on them. But that's one thing I do know that when we started getting into FBA last year, you know, around Thanksgiving time, that we started really shipping stuff in. We bought a bunch of little puzzles from like you know Dollar Tree and stuff like that, and some of those puzzles were selling for almost $10 a piece. Because Christmas time, a lot of people buy puzzles to you know play with their family and stuff.
But did they have high rankings?
Um, I don't remember the one that we sold a lot of. It was like a Disney princess one. I don't remember what the ranking was, but I mean it sold. It actually I motion fulfilled those ones myself. I got two of them, and they sold that same night. And then I went back and I got a couple more, and they sold like 2 days later. So I don't know. So I just shipped a bunch of them in, and I didn't really pay attention after that.
Right. Because the puzzles that the Dollar Tree has, I've scanned some of them, and they show high ranking. That's why I don't buy it to send it in because I feel that they're gonna sit forever.
Yeah. And then there was one puzzle that my wife found that was brand new at a garage sale. It was some that you remember that TV show Murder She Wrote with Angela Lansbury, I think that's her name. Well, yeah, they had a puzzle at that garage sale. She bought it for $1, and that thing sold for almost $40,
Wow.
new sealed, and that was around the same time too.
Yeah,
Chris,
there's
you're like
crazy
in fifth
people out
grade
there
with this
that like to do puzzles.
Yeah.
I don't have patience for that. Oh, my patience are very, very short. Can't
Well,
sit and just do puzzles.
well, some people have the luxury of you know Christmas time, spending a week or two at their family house, and they try to. I know my aunt used to do that stuff. She would have these huge puzzles, you know, 5,000 piece puzzles. I'm like, how are we gonna put that thing together, you know? But she loved
That would
doing
give me a headache.
it. um, yeah. Uh, John, did you have anything else you wanted to say about listing or anything? I know you're talking about it quite a bit today online.
Yeah, no, I mean, just for me personally, I've had plenty of luck piggybacking. Um, and like I said, I mean, to spend the 30 minutes to list, I mean, I'm sure there's benefits to it, obviously, or Bia wouldn't be doing it. But you know, if I can scan and also piggyback other listings like that and make money, I'm satisfied with that for now.
Yeah. Like that clothing, man. Like you guys talking about going to Marshalls and stuff like that, and I mean, they have some cheap clothes. You know, they have some huge discount on those clothes. I want to find it. You know,
Well, I mean, I know what to do now because I scanned and scanned and scanned and scanned and scanned and scanned, and 99.5% of it, nothing came up.
Yeah.
And then the 5% that did come up didn't have any rank, so I was scared to even mess with it.
Yeah, that's true too. A lot of them I see that don't have any rank on it.
So I mean, like I said, there's obviously more to it.
Yeah. I mean, I know. Mike was telling me on the Amazon app, not the seller app, but the Amazon app, they have that flow built into it when you searching for, and you can like, turn your camera on and look at the item, and it'll pop up the closest thing to it.
Yeah, you can look up by picture. Yeah.
Yeah. So
You talking about shooting a picture of it?
yeah.
Yeah. I haven't tried that. I've never had to use that, so I haven't even attempted it.
I mean, that might be something to look at doing, with clothing though.
Well, I'll tell you,
Like,
shoes are tough too.
yeah,
I,
like Bia, have you ever tried that on the Amazon app? Like your polo shirt you're talking about today with the pink horse or whatever, using the Amazon app with Flow on it and just take a picture of it and it pulls up whatever on Amazon.
No, I don't use Flow. But let me show you. I'm gonna show you something that I found today. Just because you're not gonna. It was a deal, a clearance deal, so you're not gonna be able to get the same price. So I'm gonna show you. But that's one example. Give me one sec. Got a bunch of North Face jackets today. Let me just pull it up. I don't know. Let me just make it not as bright because you probably can't see anything. Okay, can you see this?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. The FBA price right now is $66, right? The regular price was $24.99. I got it for $7.99 because it was a clearance deal at my local TJ Maxx. So I put everything in there. My estimated profit after fees is $40.04 on one jacket. I got 12. So it's definitely out there. I mean, you might have days where it's not so. I mean, here I'm gonna show you guys. And that's from just one of my search histories from today that I pulled up. It's out there. Clothing, it's out there. If you can't find something, if you're doing women's clothing and you can't find anything, move on to something else. For me personally, I only have a boy, and I'm like enjoying all the cute little girl stuff. So I always look at it because I can't. I mean, if I come home with a pink polo, my son's gonna be like, "Mom, the heck's wrong with you? I'm not gonna wear that." So I have to. I don't know. So my thing is I look for girls' items because I enjoy buying them, but I can't, use them for anything. So that kind of started to become my niche a little bit because, I don't know, I just like it. So that's what I tend to look at. And, I mean, it's out there. And I have them in 6 different colors. And I think the pink one I got like 12 times. The purple one I got 6 times. It's out there. There's, it's out there. Just go out and scan.
Okay. TJ Maxx opens at 9, right?
Say what?
I said TJ Maxx opens up at 9, right?
Heck, you know what? I mean, even if you go, I try not to, especially when I do retail arbitrage. I try not to go for stuff that I don't want to buy it for $5 and sell it for $15 and make $5 on it because I have to pay taxes on it. Or if I mean, yeah, on Walmart or something I don't. But for the most part, if I buy something just without my resell my tax ID, I have to pay taxes on it. So that goes up as well. And I want to have a little bit of a wiggle room to still turn a profit, even if, I don't know, somebody else walks in and goes, oh, let me sell this for $10 cheaper because I'm an idiot. So, yeah, no offense. I mean, no offense. I'm just always, kidding, saying. But, I mean, there's people that, I mean, you're just like, okay, I got this for 99 cents. And I'm selling it for the lowest possible. Like, how do you still, like, you're making a loss here, dude. Like, how do you, whatever. So I try to go for stuff that, gives me a bigger return on my investment than just, I don't know, doubling my money.
So those big old jackets, because I know those jackets are pretty big.
They're
So
not big old jackets. They're little girls' jackets.
Well, I was thinking of the North Face, like adult jackets, whatever. The winter's coming pretty soon. What do? You just poly bag that up and send it in, slap a label on it?
Yep.
Did you scan that?
Yep.
With the UPC? On the UPC that was on it?
Yep.
And it came up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like John says, I'm scanning clothing at the store and it's just not showing it up.
What kind of clothing are you scanning?
Yeah, that's probably the problem. Walmart clothing.
Okay. I have like 7 Walmart bags sitting right next to me, full of clothing. It's there. I promise you, it's there. Don't go for the OP stuff. Don't go for the Walmart brands. Don't go for the Hello Kitty, because Hello Kitty is everywhere, and like everybody's puking Hello Kitty. Don't scan it. Don't go for Bob the Builder, all that kind of stuff. Look for things that you would see at Target. Look for things that we're talking superheroes, but we're not talking like regular Batman. Like, look for Wonder Woman. That kind of stuff. Look for, I don't know, some crazy PJs with, I don't know, the Minions on it or something like that. Just scan that. And if the first one doesn't come up, scan a different one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not even kids' clothing. Like, my PJ pants. I bought them for $4.99 at Walmart. They're selling for $24.99 on there. I'm like, maybe I should go back. But I don't deal with women's clothing, so no. If I have to deal with myself as an online shopper, I'll go crazy. And I'm a woman, so I know that I'm not going to do that.
So clothing, do you usually see about 5 times your money back, from what it seems like?
I don't buy. There's so many deals out there. I don't, and especially if I have to walk around all day and just like kind of. I mean, I do it because I want to get my 10, 15,000 steps a day anyway. So if I sit at home and I'm gate all day or I list all day, I have to get out there and either take the dogs or just go do some retail arbitrage or something. Oh, Caesar's on. Hi, Caesar.
Hola, how are you?
So yeah, I go out and like just kind of look around a little bit, even if it's just to get my replens. But it's definitely out there. It's out there. And once you find 1 or 2 items that you can kind of see, okay, this is how much this is going for, and you see something similar to that, you're just gonna go ahead and pick that up anyway because it is so cheap, and you're gonna buy it for $5 and you can list it for 30, 35. So you're just gonna buy it anyway and make your own listing because it's not listed yet. And I've had really good success with making my own listing. Some stuff doesn't sell right away. Some sits for like, I don't know, but I don't buy like 100 pieces. I buy like, I don't know, 10 and like 2 different, like 2 and like, I don't know, 5 different sizes. And then I just make a note in my SKU, and I know where I got it from and when I got it, and then sometimes I go back and I'm like, yeah, I need a lot, and then it's like not there anymore. So I'm like, crap, I should have picked them all up. Well, you live and you learn.
Yeah. Now somebody else is piggybacking off of it.
Yeah, good for them, because if I can get it, I mean, I probably could somewhere online, but
yeah. John's piggybacking off of it.
Go for it. Go for it. I absolutely have no idea. If you can get it for $8, then we're gonna have a race to the bottom. My repricer is gonna recognize you. No, I'm just kidding. no, it's perfectly fine. I mean, for the most part, it's if it doesn't fly on Amazon right now, or there's a bunch of people on there, I'm just gonna list them on eBay and multi-channel fulfill it. So.
Now the clothing that you're finding, is there rank or is just listed?
Most of it is just listed. It depends, because rank in clothing and shoes depends on the model, but what variation it is. Some sizes sell better than others. Some colors sell better than others. So your online app, I mean, I can show you what it looks on my app.
Well, I mean, I found some stuff in clothing, but there was no rank.
Yeah.
And the fact that there wasn't rank kind of scared me away from it.
A good indicator is what I try to look for is no FBA, and if there is FBA, I want to see feedback. That's usually how I look, whether or not. But for the most part, if it's new and if it's Disney or if it's brand name and if it's children, and the listing is decent, it's gonna do just fine. I've never had any issues with that, and for the most part, you don't see there's no ranking on clothing on the phone, on the app.
So there is no ranking. Okay.
Like all the ones that I'm looking at right now, and I've scanned, oh God, I don't know, a bunch. There's no rank on it, and I have variation too, where SI's has 7 feedbacks and the other one has none. So it just really depends.
Do you see all that on the seller app, on the item?
What do you mean?
Like the feedback of it?
Yeah. You see it, like, for example, here I can show you on my newly my new PJ pants that I got today that are selling for $28.79 on FBA right now. You can buy them at Walmart. They're the Minion pants. They're like Minion sleeping pants. They look like this. They're in the female sleepwear section, whatever. You see the Thank yourself a pie. You see the feedback up there, and then you can just click on it. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah. I mean, it's really not. Just go and scan, but scan, like, for example, this here. This is something that I decided against, even though it might be good in the future. I don't know, but as of right now, I didn't really.
So, see, like, I'm looking up something, like, I'm looking at an item, and it has, like, 4.5 stars on it, and it says in parentheses 27 next to that. So, would that be something to buy? If you saw that.
Say again, I wasn't paying attention, sorry.
It was it looks like it has 4.5 stars on it, and it says 27 in parentheses on it.
Yeah. If you can get it for a decent price, you can flip your money, and you're good with the profit that you're going to make. I can tell you this much: I don't buy anything if I have to spend $7, and I can sell it. I don't list anything under like $14.99 anyway, because it's just wasting my time. I'm not going to mess with that. I just don't. I have other venues that I work that for me, I don't feel like I want to buy something for, I don't know, $1 and list it for 10, and then pay $6 in fees. It's a waste of, especially if it's only like 1 or 2. It's just nah, no thanks. But for clothing, I mean, if I can get something, if I pay $10 for a clothing item, I don't want to just make like $6 on it. Like, I want to at least make, like, I don't know, at least 10 after fees, at least. For the most part, I want to make more than that. So, but I come from doing eBay, so I'm like spoiled with my ROI anyway. So when people say, "Oh, I can buy something for $7 and I can sell it for $15, and I make $1.10 on it," I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, no thanks. But you go ahead and do that. If that's if that's your business model. If you buy, I don't know, bringing 2,000 of them, then good for you. For me, no thanks. That's just not what I want to do.
Yeah.
But why is that funny?
No, I mean that makes sense to me.
I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, I know people people do it differently, and people run their businesses different ways. But for me personally, I want to be able to see and like literally see. Okay, I didn't just sell something for $30 and I made $5 on it. I sold something for $30 and I made 15 on it. Like, I want to know that, and I want to have room to go down if I have to.
So say you find something for $5 and then you list it for $35 and it doesn't sell. 30 days go past or whatnot. What do you do? Do you drop it down $1 a month, or I mean,
I mess
how do
with
you
it.
work
I look
something like that?
around. I look around at what similar items sell for, and I try to either meet that or beat that, or just I don't know. If it doesn't, I mean, it's a little bit. I would say it's a little bit of a common sense kind of game. Like, if I see something for, I don't know, it's a piece of, I don't know, like pajama pants. I'm not going to pay $40 for a pair of pajama pants unless they're like super awesome pajama pants and they're like for minion ones. No, because chances are I can get it somewhere else, and people know that they can get it somewhere else cheaper. So I don't necessarily think that that's going to fly. Now, if it's something that's like discontinued, or if it's like, I don't know, I have a bunch of beauty products that I got that I'm going to make $27 profit on just from what I got today on each one. But it's discontinued. People can get that at Walmart, Target, whatever, wherever you go. It's something that is, it's just not you get lucky and find it, or you just don't. So that's something that, yeah, I'm just gonna, if there's like only 2 sellers, and I'm like, you know what, it doesn't really have an expiration date that's coming up anytime soon, I'm just gonna wait it out a little bit. I just kind of mess around with it. I'm not like a die-hard repricer person. My low price indicator, or whatever it's called, that new pricing tracker that Amazon has, I'm nowhere near in that percentage where it's like recommended to be, but I don't care, because I do just fine with the way that I do it. Works for me, and I don't go down and like, oh, let's do 20 cents every 30 days or something like that. I have a price set, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait it out, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna I don't take 5 down and see if that goes for 2 weeks, and if it doesn't work, I don't know, maybe I'll add 7 if I feel like it. We'll see. It's just it's just kind of, yeah. And if it doesn't sell whatsoever, and I'm like getting a notification or I get an alert about it, I'm like, yeah, whatever, let's just list it on eBay. So
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're making that much profit on it, and yeah, there's no expiration date on it, so.
no, well, it's not like a makeup something, so
Yeah.
I don't think it has. Let me see.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Dean, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man.
Yeah, no, there's none on it.
Dean, do you buy any clothes at all?
No, heck no. I hadn't even got involved in it yet. I shouldn't say that. I bought some shoes, but yeah, I didn't set nothing in. So, but no, I haven't messed with it. I know a lot of people getting ready for costumes and all that, but I haven't. That hadn't been my focus yet. So.
You mean out of all those boxes, you ain't got any clothes?
Nah, man. We had those little small boxes with grocery stuff, and the rest of it was just straight toys. That's all it was. It's funny. Most of that stuff was just stuff like I kind of did what you did with the whole pick up at store, but I just had it shipped to my shipped to the place where I picked it up and everything. So I kind of followed your little motto there.
Cool, man. Yeah, I made a mistake on one thing though with the store thing. There's some video games I ordered a couple weeks ago. I just now got them on Monday.
Oh, wow.
For some reason they did it UPS, and then UPS they shipped it to some other Walmart distribution center, and from that they have to send it to the store.
Yeah.
So, if it asks you to do UPS to Walmart, yeah, Don't do it.
No, exactly. Exactly.
But I mean, the other things, you know, like those snack bars that I got, man, they were ready that same day. So yeah. Do you do like John said he does? Do you piggyback off of any multi packs, or you just?
Yeah, I started to do the only bundles that I've done as far as like toys go. Were messing around with some of the Shopkins because I got a ton of Shopkins that I still got to unload. And when I was doing the 1 pack or the 2 pack, it was kind of slow moving. And then you kind of I just went in and I searched the term Shopkins and see what was actually out there, and that worked out good for me. As far as like groceries, I mean, I'll do like multi-pack cereal or multi-pack like cake. But like Faye was saying, as long as they're manufacturers doing that, then I haven't had no thing like John said. I haven't had any issue there. So
Well, you said that. Like, see, and that statement just kind of confuses me a little bit. Like like the cereal packs, that say like pack of 3. I mean, the manufacturer didn't make it like a pack of 3. Like you got to buy 3 different boxes and put it together, right?
yeah, I've only ever done like a 2 pack. I've
Like
never messed with anything up beyond that because the heat sealer that I have, it's not wide enough to do multiple, there. But I mean, I'll do 2 packs all day long with that. But because I know I've seen 2 packs at like Sam's Club.
Yeah.
But I've never messed with anything beyond a 2 pack.
Gotcha. So anything that is, I mean, so you're not creating your own little multi-pack, like you're buying, like going to Sam's and seeing like, the double packs of cereal, like two bags in one box type
Right.
thing.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. I mean, the only thing that I'm not gonna lie, I did like a 6-pack on brownie mix, and I mean, the listing was there. I mean, but it's not something that I'm sending in every time. It's just when Dixie had a sale on them, it was like buy one get one free or something like that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And I've done 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 24.
24? You're wild, man.
No, I just did 12 and then I stacked it double high and then I shrink wrapped it.
There you go.
Like I said, nobody's said a word. I mean, the listings are already there. I'm not creating any of this stuff. I'm just piggybacking.
Yeah. That's my thing. I mean, I don't think I've ever created a listing other than like a private label thing. So.
Yeah. So that's just something I want to get all you guys' advice on. Because it's almost Q4, man. So I mean, I want to lay all the options on the table of how to make some money.
Okay, let me ask you this, Chris. Let's say you want to bundle something. How are you proposing to actually bundle the item?
Like I was saying a little bit earlier about do like a popcorn kit.
Right.
Have the popcorn kernels, have the popcorn butter, and then have like the cheese seasoning or something.
That's a good idea. Really good.
Something like that, or maybe. I don't know. You can't really do meat or anything. Just different dinners that go together.
Oh yeah. I mean, one thing that worked for us in the past was like cake and cake frosting.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. Are you gonna like just shrink wrap it, or are you gonna like get bags or?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the. Well, I mean, it depends on how big it is. I'll shrink wrap it and then slap a label on it.
There you go.
I mean, if people are making so much off of these bundles, man, I mean, that's something I haven't tried out yet.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I like about bundles, I mean, I imagine everybody has this happen to them, but Amazon jumps on a listing, and with bundles, they're not really jumping on those listings.
Yeah, that's true too. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, no, Amazon's not going to go to that trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're too busy undercutting everything else.
That's it. That's exactly right.
Saying something's damaged and then they put it on their listing.
Yeah, I mean, bundles gets rid of the biggest, competition on Amazon.
Yeah. So I mean, say you have a bundle. Go ahead.
Have you guys looked at back to school stuff? I mean, Amazon is most definitely getting on that bundle train.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think it's too late for that? Really?
No, I mean, here in Dallas, I know my kids don't start school for another 2 weeks, I think.
I'm already sold out. I already sent in all my Halloween stuff, so.
What?
What? What?
Yeah, I'm done with my Halloween stuff. I went shopping last year. I got a boatload of costumes, adult and kids. It's already out. I sent it out last week. I'm done with that.
That's awesome.
And I'm not even buying costumes anymore. I think, oh God, I bought so many costumes. My son was like, oh my God, Mom, that's so odd. I'm like, no, these are not for you. They're like, no, we're not doing that. So, yeah.
Yeah,
but the kids' costumes are under toys, so I mean, you don't need to be getting clothing for that. So.
Yeah, like Halloween, I was thinking about too. Like maybe doing like a little pumpkin candy basket thing with a flashlight and maybe one of those flashing lights that you can stick on a kid. Since they walk around at night. That could be a good bundle.
Or you can just go and get like one of the. I mean, if you get them really cheap, after the season is over, obviously everything is marked down. I like to go to Kmart. Kmart's awesome for that. I know a lot of people don't like it. My Kmart's awesome. Online, not so much, and boxes come, shipped broken and stuff's missing and it's the wrong stuff or whatever. But when I actually go there, they're super organized, in my area anyway, and they have amazing deals. So I like to kind of go with like 2 big carts, and we're tossing everything. We don't even look. As long as it has a tag and it's new, we're tossing it. And
what happens if there's no listing?
Huh? Well, then I make one.
Okay. True, you're the queen of making listings.
I like making listings.
I'm gonna have to call you with something.
I thought she was the queen of bundles.
No, that's Catherine. I'm not taking that title. That's Catherine. Whatever I know, I learned from her. So.
That's awesome.
But yeah, the creating listings, that's fun, and it works. So.
And how long does it take you on average to make one?
For me?
Yeah, for you.
5 minutes.
Well.
She's actually been creating listings this entire time, so.
I've been listing this entire time, yeah. No, but well, let's say we have, I don't know, let's just use, I don't know, a pair of, I don't know, what do we have here? Swim shorts. Swim shorts. I have the same pair in 2 different colors and, I don't know, 1, 2, 5 sizes. From opening up the flat file to uploading it, done and finished with everything. If I don't have to take the pictures myself because I can take them somewhere from the internet, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It doesn't take, and if you obviously have no idea how to create a flat file and you don't know what it takes and what you have to do and how to format and all that kind of stuff, then yeah, it's going to take you longer. The first time that I did that, it probably took me about 2 hours to just figure out, the whole process, because just because you make a flat file doesn't mean that Amazon's necessarily going to like it. And they give you really awesome error codes that you have to like figure out what the heck they mean. So if you try to do it on your own and you really don't know what the error codes mean and how to fix them, it might take you a lot longer but they're really, I mean, Amazon is really awesome about helping you out with that if you actually do have issues with, uploading your file. But on the average for, I don't know, 5 different variations, I mean, the quantity is easy. That's not something that you have to worry about. All you really have to worry about is your title, your description, your keywords, and, hosting your pictures and making sure that they're, big enough and pure white background and all that kind of stuff. And then you punch in your price and your quantities, and boom, you're done. The valid values that go with it, I mean, that's just a given. I mean, by now I've done so much. I've done over 600 flat files this year. I really it's pretty fast.
Actually had a question for you guys. When would be the safe time to start sending back in chocolate to FBA?
I think it was in October sometime, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I mean, that's something that we're gonna look in and try to do. Get my wife wants to get into getting a bunch of pumpkin spice stuff,
Oh, that's a good idea.
and send that in.
That stuff sells October, November, December.
Yeah. And then that red velvet stuff, man, that stuff sells all year long.
Yeah, I found some of that. You brought that up one time, and then I ran into it like a month later. And they also had a cotton candy version.
Uh-huh.
All they had was six bags of each. So I put them in 2-pack bundles, and I think I made about $10 on it, which was great for what it was. And of course, I've never been able to find it ever again.
Well, we got back up in the chat that everyone's saying, yeah, October 1st, October, that's when it starts sending back in chocolate. So
Yeah, but I mean, here in Texas in October, it's still 90 degrees.
yeah, yeah.
Got to make it out of Texas.
November it's still 90 degrees.
I don't know if it'll make it out of Texas.
Yeah. We have to wait till February.
That's all right. We'll just send in Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah. And one thing, I don't know if you guys have scanned this. I'm sure you have, though. I've noticed at the store gum. I didn't realize gum sold so good online.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a certain brand that I saw that, I mean, it's like low ranking. I'm actually gonna pick some up tomorrow, send it in, and see how well it does. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and shut off this live. We've gone over about 27 minutes. That's awesome. I think this has been an awesome hangout tonight. We're gonna do one on Monday, and then if you guys want to hang out afterwards, I'll message you a link if you want to join. And like the video and share it on your page. And I hope you guys got good information. I know I did. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys a little bit. Thanks for hanging out.